What's up guys, it's your girl Aly Katelyn checking in, and today I'm going to be doing my first Q&A here on YouTube. I know it's been a long time since I haven't been on here. I have no excuse, but I'm here, so yeah. I am super excited. I'm also very thankful for the people who send in their questions. Whether you guys are watching this and you sent them or not, thank you, because I haven't been on here in a long time and I did not expect the feedback to be what it was. It's not like I got like 25 questions off the bat, but I did get quite a bit for me to actually make this video. For being that I haven't been consistent or been on here and I'm a lagger, I am very excited to be doing this video. I'm going to be answering all the questions because it wasn't a lot, but it was enough, and I'm super excited. Some of them are juicy, some of them I might spill the tea about, some of them I'm going to be honest. And for the privacy of those people who ask me, I will not be saying names. I will just be going and saying the question and answering them. So let's get started. I basically went on my Snap, my Gram, and my Twitter and asked everybody, if you have any questions, DM your girl. And like I said, the feedback was amazing, and I got some pretty funny ones, some pretty serious ones, some pretty sentimental ones. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna go back and forth on all of my socials. Let's get started. I'm gonna go on the gram first. First question is, what are some of your favorite makeup trends and dislike makeup trends? Some of my favorite makeup trends. I can't lie, I actually really did like this squiggly eyebrow trend. I'm not even gonna lie about it. Like, I think it was genius. I think it was pretty badass, if you ask me. I don't know. I kept meaning to want to do it, but I'm that person. I'm that MUA who's still comfortable with her basic looks, and she's not comfortable doing extravagant and different things. So as much as I really wanted to do that squiggly eyebrow trend, I missed the boat on that. One that I disliked, I wouldn't say I disliked it, but it wasn't really something I cared for. It's still something I don't care for. I'll still do it, like I would do a look with it, just so I know I tried it and like I'm not being so biased when it comes to makeup trends or makeup looks. But I'm not really a big fan of the freckles. No. And there's so many makeup trends, like I can't even think right now. Highlight. Like highlight was once a makeup trend that started, and now everyone just kind of thinks it's normal. Like that's just a makeup trend that stuck, that people actually are gonna keep forever. I don't think highlight, I hope highlight never stops, like, because that's literally my life. So if I had to think off the top of my head, it would be those two. I got this one a lot. How old are you? I am 21, but this month, on the 29th of May, I am gonna be 22. I don't know why. That was like one question that I got a lot from people that I know and that I don't know. So I am 21 years old. My birthday is May 29th, which is this month. And yeah, I will not be celebrating my birthday. You can thank retail for that. What is a good primer? I'm not gonna lie, I don't really believe in primer. I don't really have a favorite primer, but there's a primer that I'm using right now that I do like, and it's the e.l.f. primer. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with the $2 primer. That works just as good as like these $30, $50 ones. Which I can't say that I don't like, or that it's not, that I don't think they work, but because I've never tried them. But I really don't know. I don't know if primer actually works on anything or does anything. For me at least. If there's a good primer that I like, that I actually am using right now and that I enjoy, the e.l.f. primer. e.l.f. has like a whole line of primers. Because I'm not really big on primers, I don't know if they do very much for me. I don't see a difference. But one that I'm using right now that I don't mind is e.l.f. They're $2. They're $2 at Walmart. That's pretty good. I got this one a lot too. Where do you buy your makeup? I have to say I am gonna be brutally honest, and as much as people think I drop money on makeup, I'm probably the cheapest person when it comes to makeup. I go to the drugstores, I go to Walmart, Walgreens. I don't discriminate against drugstore or cheap makeup. I think it works just as good. I mean, I have people complimenting me all the time about my makeup, and it just comes to show that, you know, drugstore makeup, I mean, it does the job. I do shop a lot at like Walmart, Walgreens. When I get the chance, I do like to go to Morphe. I think Morphe is very affordable for being that I never purchased anything until recently, and when I was looking at their prices and then the quality of their makeup too, I'm like, oh heck yeah, like I get more for my money here than I do even at a Sephora or an Ulta. So that's why I'm obsessed with Morphe right now. So if you guys are following me on my social media, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that Morphe was magnificent. Or Target's my place. If I have to, sometimes I'll go to a Sephora or an Ulta, knowing that those are just the places that have certain things that come out from these MUAs and these influencers and these girls on Instagram or people that are YouTubers. When they have their line, they'll have it at one of those places, and sometimes they'll even have some of their stuff at Morphe. But I'll go there like if I want to buy something specific, like when it comes to like, for example, Amreezy's highlighter, which I have not got yet, but I promise you I will get it because I love her. She has it at like Sephora and Ulta. Next question. Where do you work? I work at a beauty store. I am a part-time key at Luxury Beauty. So I just deal with skincare and makeup and perfume and cologne all day. And rude customers. Yep. What do you want to be in life? What do I want to be in life? I think the first thing that comes to my mind when I see this question, because this is not, I got this from a few people, I just want to be what I know I'm meant to be, which is not just your ordinary girl who gets up, does the 9 to 5. I always knew that I wanted to be something bigger and greater and better, and I know I have a lot of talents, whether people see that or not, and I know I have a heart of gold and I have passion for just doing things like what I'm doing right now, making videos, posting makeup looks, getting these discount codes from these companies and collabing, just those things, like just the little things right now too that I'm experiencing, just being consistent and being on top of my game. And I'm not even somebody who has like 11K followers or 2 million followers, and I just experiencing the little things, like I just love that. Like I want to just be a role model to people in the sense where I'm someone who looks at somebody like Nikki and Gabby here on YouTube, and I look up to them because what they are is what I want to be. I just love entertaining people, making them happy, and hoping that on the other side of this camera that I'm actually influencing somebody in a positive way and that they're enjoying what they're watching when it comes to what I post. I can't really be specific on what I want to be because there's just so much that comes with this, like when you do it. But I do know I'm not meant to be sitting and being someone's employee and just doing that and then retiring and just dying basically and letting my life go. I just want to experience all the things that I see when it comes to these influencers and these women who are just, they're literally killing it in the game. And it's so inspirational, it's so motivating. I mean, when I see their lives, I'm like, oh my god, like, it's possible. Anything is possible. As much as I want to doubt myself and say, oh, this is never going to happen for me, I guess I just have to start somewhere and see where it takes me. And if it never gets anywhere, at least I know I enjoyed doing it while it was happening. So yeah. Another one I got in it was, how'd you get into makeup? I got this one by a few people also. I think these are people too that know me a little bit better. I mean, these are people who went to school with me because I was always originally a hair girl. I always changed the color of my hair. At one point, I literally had a side shaved head. And everyone was always looking to see what my next hair color or my next hairdo was going to be. I remember being in middle school and high school and always being obsessed with hair. But I don't remember loving makeup as much as I do now, but I still cared for it. Like, I still wanted my makeup to look a certain way. I mean, I wish my makeup looked the way it does now then, because I was just a hot mess. I don't know. I think once I experienced, I think once I started like watching YouTube videos and I had a lot of time on my hands and I didn't have a job and I was just going to school, and even after high school, like, I was just kind of looking at what social media can do for you, and I was looking at all these influencers and these ambassadors and these beauty gurus and everybody on YouTube and Instagram. I think that's what really opened my eyes to like makeup. I was like, damn, like, this is really a thing. Like, people could, this is a career to people, and it really intrigued me, and I just got more passionate about it. And even though I had already liked it, I didn't love it as much as I did now. But once I was also getting an income, like, I started working and I realized what I could buy and like what I could create. I was pretty excited and very inspired. Also, growing up, my mom always wore makeup, and she still does, always looking beautiful. And I don't know, I always just grew up seeing her do it, so like I just knew that was something I was gonna be getting into eventually. Whether I had just liked it at one time, I knew I was gonna end up loving it. Yeah, I would have to say social media. Like, social media really had a big influence on me getting into makeup a little bit more. I mean, I was just like obsessed with tutorials, and all I did was watch those. So yeah, it really just came to me that way. Who is your biggest supporter, and how do you stay motivated to keep posting consistently? I would say my biggest supporter are my parents. I know sometimes they don't understand what I'm doing because they're older and they grew up in a different kind of era where it's like you do the 9 to 5, you retired, you live a little, you croak and you die. Basically, I hate to say it that way, but it's true. Like the American dream, like you just go to school, and then after you're done graduating, you go to school again, and then you just work with that job that you went to school with. Like, I understand that's where they're kind of stuck at, but our generation is more like you can be your own boss. You could make it on your own. You could make this a career. Like, social media is a career now. Being a MUA without being certified or going to school is a thing now. Like, you could be your own boss. I think our generation is very powerful in that way, and very passionate and talented, and those things can get us somewhere nowadays, and a long time ago it didn't. So even though I know they don't understand it sometimes, I know they never stop me from doing what I want to do. I mean, for crying out loud, this camera is from my grandma, who's older and believes in that way too, but understands where I'm coming from and still supports me, and that's what I'm recording this video with. This light is from my parents. You know, that's how I know they love me and they support me, because they're doing these things for me and they're buying these things for me to help me out because they know I really love doing it. They're definitely my #1 supporters. They are the only people that I could trust and that I can go to if I were to make it big. I know that I could trust them and that they would never lie to me and they would always have my back, because I know that the glam life is not always perfect and people portray it to be that way, but it's not. And at the end of the day, I have them. How do you stay motivated to keep posting consistently? I literally wake up in the morning with the thought, and I am uneasy the whole day, knowing if I'm not consistent, I'm just like in a bad mood. Like, you can't even change my mood. I am constantly thinking about what I can be posting. I am obsessed with doing this because I absolutely love it and I'm passionate about it. I literally make myself think, and someone told me this. Rose told me this, so shout out to you, Rose, if you're watching this. She told me one time, and it just made sense when she said it to me. Like, I had to hear it and able for me to just like, boop, like, okay, girl, you know what you gotta do. She told me, girl, you have the same hours as Beyonce. And I don't even really like Beyonce. And when she said that, I was like, you are so right. You are so right. I have the same hours as Beyonce. What she does in a day is probably way more than I do because she's just already there. But what did she do in one day to get herself to where she's at? And I just think about that. When she told me that, I was like, what am I doing? I have a whole day to post or to go buy something that I want and do a review on it or make a YouTube video or something. Like, I just literally have that like quote stuck in my brain. You have the same hours as Beyonce. Do something with your life. On top of that, I know I have work and like, you know, retail's crazy. Like, your schedule's always different. Sometimes I feel like, oh my god, like I can't post today because I'm working. No, I literally make time. Even though I know it's going to be so freaking boring, it's the same shit, and it's probably like the same thing I posted the day before, I will make time to take a cute selfie or show everybody on Snapchat what I got today. Like, I make time to be annoying because I know that's what keeps me there. Like, people are constantly going to be seeing me. If they see me and then I'm gone and then I come back, it's like, merp. I just stay consistent by pushing myself. I have to just make myself do it because I know it makes me feel better, and 2, I know it's what I want, and 3, I mean, where I can't sit here and just wish for things to happen. I have to make it happen. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is green. It's changed throughout the years, but not a lot. I went from like pink to blue to green. That's kind of why I got my nails green this last time, because I mean, who just doesn't like green sparkly nails? Like, I mean, it's just an interesting color. It catches my eye. I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I dig it. Are you on any birth control? Next. What are your favorite eyelashes to wear? Because I love yours. Thank you. I love Eyelure lashes. I love Eyelure lashes because they're the only ones that have worked for me. I'm obsessed with them. They've even replied back to me. They have liked my stuff. They have retweeted my stuff. They have reposted my pictures. They've had me on their website. I am obsessed with Eyelure. And I am not going to stop bugging them until they start sending me PR because I love them. I haven't tried any other eyelash brands that have really gotten me like them. But I'm trusting there's something out there that works just as good. And hopefully a little bit cheaper too. No offense, Eyelure, but it'd be nice if your guys' stuff was maybe $1. That would be great. I'm wearing them right now, actually. So, and these are my favorite ones. They're the Eyelure Asher? Yeah. Ascher. And they're like in a gray, like silver packaging. Love these. The reason why I like them is because I feel like they make my eyes look bigger. And I have small eyes, and I don't know, some eyelashes really make me look more chinky than normal, and I don't like that. That's just gives everyone a reason to bug me and tease me and ask me really inappropriate questions like I'm under the influence. I am not. I just have small eyes. Sorry. I wasn't born with big eyeballs, even though I wish I was. How do you know? This question's funny. How do you know Izzy official? How do I know Isaac? Sorry, I don't call him by his rapper name. I know him because of high school. There is more to the story as to how I really know him, but I don't want to say anything. I don't want to disrespect him and like dig in the past, you know. We've always hung out with the same like group of friends. I don't want to get into detail too much about that because I want to respect him and his privacy. There's people that we are not friends with anymore and that he's not associated with anymore that are the reason why we kind of know each other and why we are connected. But I'm just going to leave it as that. We know each other from high school. I've known the boy since I think like my freshman or sophomore year. And yeah, like he's always been cool with me. I knew him before the music and everything. That's how I know Izzy official. And there's actually one more too. And this is from someone else. If you can describe Izzy official in 3 words, what would they be? It's so weird talking about him on here because, or talking about him like this because, I don't know, that's when you know somebody is making it. Because he's a rapper and it's just weird. It's like as if somebody's asking me like if I knew Kanye or if I knew like, who do I like? Not Kanye. It's so crazy. These 2 questions are from 2 different people and I don't know them at all. And I don't think they know each other either. This just tells me that boy, you're making it. People are asking me questions like you're a celebrity already. If I can describe Isaac in 3 words. Picky. He knows this too. I've told him. But, so don't come at me, everybody. He is picky. Well, I think he is. 2, he's very passionate. Very passionate. I hate that it's 3. Can I just say 4? Passionate and talented. I'm going to put those 2 together. Okay? Passionate and talented. 3, I would say he's very, very nice. Very, very kind. Very, very sweet. I mean, all those go in with 1. So, yeah. Just because he looks like a pretty boy, everybody, and he's all swagged out does not mean he's a douchebag. Okay? Stereotypes need to go out the window this year. So, yeah, those 3. Very, very picky, passionate, talented, and he's a very well-mannered guy. He's a nice guy. He's definitely misjudged, but if you know him, you would know what I'm talking about. Can you explain what MS is? Yes. MS is short for multiple sclerosis. It is a autoimmune disease. It falls in the same category as a lot of other autoimmune diseases like lupus. And it basically, in the simplest way I can explain it to somebody, because it's so hard to explain, it's like, this is what a doctor explained to me when I had first found out I got it, because I was so confused as to what I had and what was going on with me. He was like, okay, he's like, so your body, he's like, has good cells and has bad cells. And when the bad cells come, those good cells recognize them and they'll kill them off so that you don't get sick, so that you don't get the cold, the flu, the fever, whatever it may be. He's like, well, what your body's doing is it's making a mistake because you have MS, and your good cells are getting confused and they see the bad cells and they basically like think they're good and let them attack you, as well as them attacking you too. So not only are the bad cells attacking you, but the good cells are supposed to fight them off so you don't get sick and whatnot, so on and so forth. They turn around and they think you're the problem, so they attack you also. And it's just, that was like the simplest way that it was ever explained to me, because I did not get it. I was so confused when I had gotten this sickness. There's no cure, and I do get my own way of treatment, which is I like to go for twice a year, every 6 months, twice a year. I get infusions, and I get the infusion of my medicine that I'm taking, which is Rotexin, and that is my way of staying stable and not getting another attack or relapse, they say, or progressing, because the thing about MS is you never get better. You never go down. You progress. You get worse. So you either change your lifestyle, change your eating, your sleeping, your way of thinking, everything, because stress, that stuff is super sensitive for people who have MS. Stress for me is 10 times more sensitive to me than a normal person is. Anxiety, depression, those things are 10 times more sensitive to me than a normal person, because those are the things that can make me sick. So it's hard to explain, but I basically had to make a decision at a young age, like, okay, I can't eat like crap all the time, and I basically got to stay strict and make sure that I don't do certain things. Like, I'm 21 years old, and I am going to be honest, I drink, but I can't drink all the time, because I just know, like, I have to make sure I stay exactly where I'm at, and that doesn't mean I can't live my life. I do, and sometimes I risk it, and I'll be like, you know what, F it, I'm going to eat like crap for a week, and I'm going to drink. So, that's how it is. And able for me to stay exactly where I'm at and stay healthy, I have to be on some kind of treatment, because there's no cure. And I just have to make sure I balance myself out, and I make sure that I'm healthy and that I don't progress. Because like I said, you don't get better, you get worse with MS. So I am blessed and thankful that I am where I'm at today with my health with that. And that's basically the best way I could explain it. It's basically my own body attacking myself. So that's how the doctor first explained it to me, and he was so sweet. And I don't remember who it was, but when I was going through all of it and I was in and out of the hospital, this doctor explained it to me that way. How many siblings do you have? Technically, I have I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. But growing up, it was always me and just my 2 brothers. John, which is the oldest, I was the middle, and then Gussie is the youngest. So growing up, it was just always us 3, but we have others. I keep burping. So, if I can remember in order correctly, it's Andy, Alina, John, Celeste, me, and Gussie. So there's 6 of us. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it, and I don't think it's anybody's business. But yes, some of us are half, so on and so forth, whatever. I've never looked at it that way. They're my brother, they're my sister. I don't look at it half, step, nothing. To me, it's not like that. It never will be. My love for them is unconditional. That's how it all is. What happened with your last relationship with Blaine? By the way, you guys were really, really cute. Oh, this is the one question I did not want to answer. Oh, man. I guess I could just say that sometimes you're not worth it to somebody. And when you're not worth it to somebody, I don't get how a girl could sit there and just let it happen. I mean, I think all of us women and girls should feel like we're worth it. I know I am. But it didn't work out because this is how I feel. I don't know how he feels. But this is how he made me feel, and this is how he left me feeling. That I wasn't worth it. I wasn't worth fighting for. I wasn't worth being his number one. So that should say something to you. I mean, there was there are other girls involved in his life that he puts first and he thinks I should be okay with, which I never said he couldn't have. But when the relationship is flirtatious and it's disrespectful to me and I bring it to his attention and he doesn't understand and he thinks I should be okay with it, that's where everything went downhill. He just thinks that it's okay to do things like that with other girls and, as we get older, other women. And he also thinks it's okay to get things from other people that he can't get from me. And to me, that's like, okay, no. And there are some women out there and there is somebody out there who's going to be okay with him doing that. To me, that's like cheating. And to me, I mean, when you're in a relationship and you're married and you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you go to each other. If you're going to go do that, then to me, that's cheating. Like, and he didn't see it that way, but that's what it was. And even though I don't believe he was doing that to me at the time we were together, I do believe that if I would have stayed with him and I would have compromised and just let it happen, that he would do it. And he was already showing me in another way with these friends that were girls, that when he can't get something from me and talk to me and flirt with me, which he doesn't think is flirting, which I'm not going to get into conversations on how he would talk to them, but it was flirting to me, he would go to them and get his excitement with them through text, through a phone call. I just don't understand that behavior, and I don't understand how communication was really big with him. And I would bring it to his attention, telling him, this bugs me, this hurts my feelings, and this is disrespectful. Like, this is not okay. I would never do that to you. And he would look at me and be like, you know what, I don't see anything wrong with it. And he's posted things that have clearly said, like, if you can't get something from your significant other, then it's okay to go to someone else and get it. Whether it be pleasure, intimacy, whatever. And he posted that on one of his social media accounts, and I was just mind-boggled by it because I don't understand people like that. So I wasn't worth it. These other people that were involved in the situation at the time while we were basically in a spindle in our relationship, they won. And he is a free single man. I have not talked to him or spoke to him since we've broken up, nor has he tried to talk to me or reach out. And I told him there's somebody out there who's going to be okay with this, but I'm not. And I believe in loyalty, I believe in being honest, and I believe in being committed to somebody, just that person. Not sharing you, not thinking it's okay if you can't get something from me, you can go get it in another woman and confide in her. And that's how he thought, and it just wasn't going to work out. But I do have to say I enjoyed dating him when it was good before it got really bad. I've never been treated the way he treated me by anybody. I've only had, honestly, if I have to be completely, utterly honest, I've only had 2 serious relationships. And that was him and my relationship in high school of 4 years. Anyone before that, middle school, elementary, that did not count, okay? That was crap. That's kid stuff. And yeah, I dated people in that gap of my boyfriend in high school that I was with, and then Blaine. I did date, but none of those guys were ever official, never made it to the chart, never were invited to my house and met my parents. We were just dating and getting to know each other, and it didn't work out. And so I was actually happy to get to know somebody like him, like my ex Blaine, and be treated good for once, and like a princess. And I don't know if he actually really did love me the way he said he did, because I don't understand how he would just get up and walk away and not try to fix this or fight for me. But I'm going to take it that he did and believe that he did at the moment. And I actually dated somebody who I made it official with, who treated me really well, and I had a good time with. And I miss him, and I'll always love him. He'll always be special in my heart. But if I have to answer this question simply, I just feel like he left me feeling like I wasn't worth it. And I know I'm worth it. And I know someone out there is going to believe that when it comes to me also, and is going to understand and not do what just isn't right when it comes to a relationship. And fight for me and love me and understand me and hear me out just like I would do for him as well. And I'm not worried about it. I've been by myself for a long time before I even met Blaine. I could do it again. So that's basically what happened, and it just didn't work out. And that's okay. Sometimes it doesn't work out and you just move on. Life literally moves on. It does not care how you feel. You just gotta move on. So that's what happened with us. And I just wish nothing but good things for him, and that life treats him well. So yeah, actually that is all the questions that I have. Thank you guys for everyone who sent your guys' questions. Some of these were people that did know me, and some of these were people I did not know who follow me on my social media. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. This was actually a lot funner than I thought. If you guys have a problem with how I answer these questions, well then don't ask me the questions, because I'm going to be honest, when I do these Q&As, this isn't going to be the first one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do more. And this was actually pretty fun. It's kind of like, you know, therapeutic in a weird way. For me, at least. You guys don't even know what time it is right now. It's 1:02. Don't believe me? Look at that right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm doing this for you, which I don't mind, by the way. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Let me know what you guys think down below, or what other video suggestions you guys have. Like I said earlier, make sure you subscribe and give it a big like, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah. When I'm like, boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my bones, I want your love.